Welcome back. You're watching Lead India News Hour. I am Tanvi Taneja. Campaigning for Bangladesh's 13th Jatiya Sansad on the National Parliament election and the accompanying referendum ends at 7 p.m. Indian Standard Time today, ushering in the mandatory 48-hour silence period ahead of voting on 12th February. The final phase comes amid tightening restrictions, heightened security and fresh survey projections. A public opinion survey forecasts a decisive lead for the BNP-led alliance, projecting around 208 seats. The Jamaat E-Islami-led alliance is estimated to secure 46 seats, the Jatiya Party 3 and other parties 4 and independents 17. Security has been significantly tightened nationwide, with the Bangladesh Army and other forces placed on special operation alert until 14th February. Around 900,000 personnel will be deployed across the country and 1,051 executive magistrates assigned to run mobile courts. And DD India correspondent Naval Sangh Parmar joins us from Dhaka on phone line. Naval Sangh, tell us more about the security arrangements ahead of the elections on Thursday, and how are political parties responding during this final silence period now underway?
Well, as far as security situation is concerned, then the around 9 lakh security personnel, including Rapid Action Battalion, Army personnel, Navy, Coast Guard, and of course police and BGP, Border Guard Bangladesh, have been deployed across Bangladesh. Second thing, they have issued certain guidelines, certain restriction on movement of people, like motorcycle movement has been banned for three days. Then government declared public holiday, so people can travel to their voting station or voting booth. Suppose someone who is living in Dhaka and their voting is in Bagura or any other city in Bangladesh. So for that purpose, they have kept 2 days holiday. Tomorrow is holiday, and the day after tomorrow there is a voting day. There is also a holiday, and only buses and the public transport are allowed. Many kind of private vehicle have been restricted for 3-4 days. So, and government instructed people to stay in your respective area where your voting is there. So movement restriction is there to avoid any kind of security related issues and the violence and the gathering of the people that is there. And as far as the campaigning is, that the campaigning period today morning ended, and now it is 48 hours silence, and there is a big neck-to-neck fight between the BNP and Jamaat E-Islami to woo the voters, particularly the Awami League voters. Awami League is a major political party and it is banned under Yunus administration. So Awami League voter are there, and it is around 35% vote. So BNP as well as Jamaat is trying to get as much as vote from the Awami League section. But there are some surveys in Bangladesh. Yesterday also there was one survey, and as you mentioned, that they predict around 2/3 majority for the BNP, Bangladesh Nationalist Party. It is a big party and having a pan-Bangladesh presence, comparatively centrist party. So
yes, and the other, 1/3 going to Jamaat-e-Islami, according to that opinion poll. Okay, Naval Sangh, women candidates continue to face harassment and threats ahead of Bangladesh parliamentary elections. How does all this affect the credibility of Bangladesh's democratic process?
Actually, here in Bangladesh, women get only just 4% nomination out of total 300 seats, and for 51 political parties. Only 30 parties did not nominate any single women candidate. That shows the participation of women in Bangladesh politics. And Jamaat Islami, one of the major political party, and who is making itself a front runner for the next government, to form a next government, they have not filed any single any woman candidate. and they publicly make this kind of statement that the Jamaat Islami will not allow to take women as a position of head in their political party. So this kind of treatment is being given to women, and at the same time, women, minorities, and the other vulnerable section of society are facing threats from either not to vote or to what in particular fashion. So this kind of threat is there, and there is a panic condition in some pocket of Bangladesh where the fundamentalist elements are in strong position, and the vulnerable section, maybe women and minorities and the other group of society, are receiving it. So this kind of threatening and the malpractices and rigging of election. Some days back, some election seal were found from the Jamaat Islami affiliated person. So, and the use of money, use of muscle power, it is there. So,
Okay.
and Awami League is not taking part. So, anyway, we can't say it is an
Yes.
inclusive
Yeah,
election.
they
Yes.
are not inclusive, yes, because Awami League is not part of this election. And of course, there are these reports coming of allegations of vote rigging and harassment for women candidates.